Alrighty guys, I'm Casey and welcome to a brand new episode of our modded survival world. Last episode we started building up our storage warehouse, which is pretty much done on the exterior. But it's the interior that I want to focus on today. Because you see, let's turn the lights on in here. Because you see, I want to be able to store things in here. And I don't want chests and stuff like that. What I want is an applied Energistics system that we can just right click and see everything that is stored within this area. And I want to hook up deep storage units to this. I want to hook up storage drawers to this, and I kind of want to go over it with you guys so you guys can understand exactly what we're doing. Now there's videos on how to get into applied Energistics on my channel, how to get started with it, but I want to focus more on how to hook up external storage to the applied Energistics system in a little bit more detail. And also just go over a couple of little things about the mod that you may not know. So, first thing, let's have a look at the terminals. Because there are a few terminals from it. We've got the crafting terminal, we've got the interface terminal, we've got the pattern terminal, we've got just the regular terminal, the fluids terminal, the gas terminal. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves a crafting terminal, which I actually already have one. Okay, cool. And I also want myself a fluid terminal. Which means we may need to craft up some stuff here. Yes, I need one of those. And what this allows us to do is see like the fluids that's stored within our system, the items stored within our system, but we're also going to need some controllers, some ME controllers. Which I already have a reasonable sum of, which is great. Brilliant. And then what we're also going to need is a storage. Sometimes when you press T in the mod pack, I don't know why, but it does that. I've checked key bindings and I can't seem to find any. And we're going to need some of these storage buses here. Okay, and then obviously some of these deep storage units because that's what we're going to be using. Then we need some cables. And I just realized that I literally took off half my armor. I'm appearing as like a black body here because I don't think my skin is compatible. I think my skin's a new size, so I don't think it's compatible with 1.7, but that's okay. I don't really care too much about my skin. I'm just trying to think of, make sure we've got everything that I want. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create some of these. These are covers. So we're just going to create some of those. I think I'm going to make, let's make half a stack. We'll keep some of these cables here. We're going to go and start getting this out. I did grab some dense cables, right? No, I didn't. Okay, so let's just grab some dense cable for now. We're going to go and start working on this together so you guys can get an understanding for what we are doing when it comes to this applied logistics system. And I just realized I completely made the wrong cable facades. Please don't murder me. This is embarrassing. I want it was these that I want, so let's just make ourselves 16 of those. Those could go. Oh well, it happens, we'll grab ourselves a stack of those. They'll become very important in a bit, those anchors that we've got. But if you're this advanced in the AE system, you'll know how to use JEI or NEI to find crafting recipes. You know, it's not something that I'm gonna. Okay, this is on vain. Let's turn it to fast. So that's something I'm gonna sort of advise you further on. So I didn't put those in. I took those out last episode for a reason, and then for some reason I put them back in. Okay, so. There we go. Although, to be honest, I don't really need that, but okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pop this fluid terminal here, and we're going to put this crafting terminal here. Okay, and then we're going to take these cable facades and hide the cables. We could also sort of make a small mistake. If I'm honest, and I'm being genuinely serious, I don't think I've ever used these before. I've just seen them used, so you'll have to forgive me if I make a mistake or two. There we go. So now they're actually in here. We could change the color of these, but I'm just going to leave them purple for now. We just change the color by literally having different colored cables. That's all you do. You might be able to shift and right click like Spike. Game, work with me here. So let's go ahead and just cover these up because we don't want to see them. And there we go. That's that all covered up. So now we're going to bring this down here. And it doesn't make much of a difference where we lay out our computer. But we're going to lay it out in the center. I'm thinking, no. Let's not lay it out in the center. Let's lay it out here. And I'm going to lay out this formation, which is one of the better formations for having an applied energistics system laid out. And you just get a lot more edges for it. But I'm not sure if I'm going to need all the edges. I completely mucked that up. Let's just do this. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it's 1 in the middle. And I think this is 1 too many this side. Oh, geez. Now I'm breaking the floor. So, is that... I feel like this is smaller than it should be. Am I doing this right? I've built this before, I swear. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it's 1 in the middle. And I'm pretty sure it's 5 like that and then 1 in the middle. Yeah, I just completely forgot the 1 there, that's all. We'll find out if this is the right configuration. Oh, I'm actually short some ME controllers. Okay, that's fine. I need to go back over there to grab something anyway. I swear, it gets night so quick. I've been recording 7 minutes. I suppose that's about right. We started at day, so I want to hit record. Okay, so let's head over to our barracks and get ourselves some of these. And I may do mod spotlights to just highlight certain mods a little bit better than what I do in these videos. Okay, so I came over here for something, but my mind has gone completely blank. We were looking for ME controllers. I need pure flux crystals. Okay. There we go. We'll just take these. 4 should be enough, but just to be on the safe side, I'll take an additional 1. So, let's have a look. What we wanted was a tesseract. A normal one. And then, energy. Oh, I've left a T in there. We put a T in there. We want these energy conduits. And this should be enough for what we want. Okay, let's go over here. Oh, geez. Walking into stuff now. So if we go down here. And let's finish this off. We don't need that. We don't need too much more. It might not actually need the corners. If I remember rightly, I don't think it does need the corners. I think the corners are going to kill it. Oh, no. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop this on there. Now, what I want to do is I want to run some dense cable up here to over here. And I'm just thinking we're going to have, what was it? It was 8, 16, so 32, 64. So I'm going to need 2 dense cables for this. We're just going to work on this particular area right here for now. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop some dense cable there like so. And now if I pop dense cable here, you notice how it's going to connect. And that's an issue. We don't want that. We don't want it connecting. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these cable anchors. And just by popping these cable anchors on the side of each of these, and by popping this here, I'm now going to stop that from connecting, which is exactly what we want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And I'm going to take that up 8. And now I need to do this on this side here, on all of them. You'll go through a lot of cable anchors, by the way, be aware for that. And on this side as well. And what this is going to do is going to prevent the cables from connecting. And we'll get into that in just a little bit, but it's important that we don't have these cables connect. It's very important that we don't. And I'll talk about why in just a minute. I just want to kind of get these 4 in on this side, so we could just focus on these, because I don't think I'm going to have enough to do this entire section. I'm going to go through quite a lot of cables and quite a lot of cable anchors doing this, but that's okay. You guys will understand in a moment. Okay. So, we've got these ones put in place now, and the ME system uses something known as channels to understand how and what it's attached to. And the ME system can only register so many channels before it overloads. Now think of channels as a corridor, and it can only use so many corridors before it runs out of room to use any more corridors. We can add more corridors, but if we don't add doors, the ME system doesn't know how to use them. And that's exactly what we're doing here. We're using channels. So, each thing that you hook up to this uses a channel. And if I press... Nope, it's not that one. Is it end? Yes. If I press end here... Oh no, it doesn't show channels. Not on these ones, but it does on these ones. You can see it says 0 out of 32 channels because we're using 0 channels. We've not got anything hooked up to this yet. But I am going to bring this down, and we have to use this cable. This dense cable allows 32 things to be hooked up to it. 32 different things, or 32 of the same things, or back and forth either way. But this cable allows you to hook up 32 things to it, which is why we can't have it connecting to this cable, because if we go back upstairs, you'll see that what we have over here is 32 possible places to place things this side. And if we had it connect to this cable, well, and we had all of these this side, that'd be 64. And just to give you a little bit more of an example, let me take a deep storage unit. I'm actually going to take off my jetpack here. And we're going to do this. I'm going to take this storage bus, and I'm going to put the storage bus on the back of these. Like so. Okay, so up with one deep storage unit. Storage bus on the back. Let's get rid of that. And what this storage bus does, if I just go back over here, it's actually the easier way to do this. We can do it from here, but we can't do this for everyone. I'm holding shift to right click this onto stuff. This storage bus will tell the ME system, like, okay, that's something that can store an item. So we know this is a storage thing, and obviously this is a deep storage unit. And just for simplicity's sake, if I go to here and I put just this cobblestone in here, in this deep storage unit, I can store a hell of a lot of this particular one item. I can only store one item in here, one type of item anyway. So I can only store the detailed cobblestone, but I can store millions upon millions of it. I won't need another storage unit for quite some time with this going. But each one of these storage drawers, because we're using one of these storage buses, one of these storage drawers is one channel. If we have a look at this, we're now using 6 channels because we have 6 things connected to it. So we're using 6 channels, but on this one, none, because it's not connected. If we were to connect these 2 cables by not having these cable anchors here, this would register 6 channels as well. And because we're going to have 32 deep storage units here, it's important that, for the sake of having the storage this close together, that we use these cable anchors to prevent these from connecting. It makes it super easy and super quick to do. So, if we now go and connect this up, and again, I need to put my jetpack back on. If we go and connect this up to the ME system, this is the first one, so we'll connect it up to this side here. There we go. And now I also want to connect up the second one, but again, I want to stop it from connecting, so I will use cable anchors along this cable. Oh, I put 2 on that one to connect it up. And remember the channels we were talking about? 32 channels on this one cable. Well, where does it get the channels from? It gets it from the side of this. Gets it from the side of this. Now I may have to lift this off the floor by 1 block, lift it up 1 block, which isn't a big problem. To be honest, I'm thinking that's probably what I'm gonna do in the near future if I need more channels, but I might not. I might have enough with it like this, you know, but we can arrange that later, more sort of detailed where I want this to go. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna bring this across, over, and connect it with this one. And I get 32 new channels on a side. Now I can put another one here and get 32 channels on this one because it's connecting to a different side. And I can do this on all sides of the ME system. But if they connect, they share channels. So I have to stop them connecting by using those cable anchors. And they sound like glass. These dense cables are expensive in the early game. And even into the mid game somewhat. You know, I didn't start using them until I was majorly late game. But yeah. So, now that they're hooked up, if we go up here and we right click on here, we can see them 6 cobblestone that I put in. And we can take them out. Put them in, take them out. Put them in, take them out. You know? And so I'm going to do this with deep storage units and these cables going all the way across. All the way here. I think I'm going to leave these 2 undone. Because I think I want to use these for fluid storage, I think. I'm not certain on that one yet. So I'm going to leave 2 just sort of without deep storage units on. But this is going to take me a long time and a lot of resources. It's going to take me a good couple of hours to do, to get this all done. And I am probably going to be streaming tonight when I do this. So this might be a thing for the stream to do. But yeah. So, oh, I just realized I didn't put logs on those ones there, look. Talk about a derp. But yeah, so that's kind of what I want to have set here. I'm not sure if I want the computer to be the actual applied energistics system to be here or not. I like the idea of it being here, but I think I want to... Well, that is mostly centered. I can't center it exactly. Maybe I put it up this corner. I don't know. We can always move it later. But yeah, so I'm gonna go and get all of this kind of sorted out, and then I'll be back with you when I've got more progress to show you. Well, it seems like there's been a small bug in the system. Basically, I was putting things into the ME system with these deep storage units attached here. And for some reason, I put them down. I right click, I lock them so that nothing could go into them. Only you could still put things into the ME system. But it doesn't know where to put them, and it doesn't hold on to them. It should put them into a storage, but it's not putting them here. See, if I unlock it, and then I put something in the system, you can see that there's 1, and it's here. You know? And now it's not here. Because I've took it out. But the one we put in the system before has now, poof, vanished. So there are ways around this. You could, you know, for example, if you go onto the storage bus at the back here, you could go to priority and you could set the priority of it. So if I put this at 1,000, it's going to try to put it in here before it puts it at any at a lower number. So I could just set this one at 1,000 and the next one at 99. So it always tries to put the item in, say, this one first, then this one second if this one's full, so on and so forth. Because if you have them all set at the same priority, say we put 4 different storage drawers here, it's going to try and put, say, stone in whichever one is free and whichever one is available first. So it might put some stone in this one and some stone in this one, and I don't want that. I don't want my stone being split between multiple deep storage units. I want it all stored in one. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up like this. And then as I get items coming into the deep storage unit, into the warehouse, like when we do our bone farm, for example, when we get bones and bone meal, I'll come in here, I'll put a deep storage unit for bone, I'll put a deep storage unit for bone meal, I'll put a deep storage unit for anything else that we're doing with bone, or maybe I put it in the storage drawers over there. But we'll set aside a place for them to go first, and just have like a chest, maybe a chest up here of deep storage units ready to be put in into these. I'll probably do one of these as gas and one of these as liquids for now. I might do a separate building in the near future for those, but for now I think I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to make sure that every one of these bits here looks like this. So I'm going to get that done and then I'll be back with you. Welcome on back, folks, and I haven't got them all in place, but I do have half of them in place. And I got a frog in my throat there. And I kind of wanted to show you, so this is how it looks. We've got these here now, and we can just put anything against these. We could put chests against these. We could put pretty much anything that we wanted to against these. And they're all set up here and they're all ready to go. But the next thing that I want to work on is the storage drawers, which means I need to find the center of this area here. Which means 1, 2, 3, 4, which means this is the center here. And what I want to do is just knock this out here. And then I also want to do the same the other side. We got a couple of blocks here. Now I haven't been able to put them all in because I just didn't have enough of these storage busters. And to be honest, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 over here, and there's 2 more over here. 5, 6 stacks of deep storage units that I can hook up to this. I don't think I'm going to need any more for the foreseeable future. And I can just add these in as and when we do. I've put a cobblestone here because it just makes it easier to plant these against the cobblestone, then remove the cobblestone afterwards. And sort of work on that. So what I want to do now is I want to hook up these storage drawers. And let me show you how these storage drawers work, because they are brilliant. They are amazing and they are awesome and I love them. They're some of the best storage in the game in my opinion. Just because of how simple and easy they are to use. So, this is a storage drawer set up here. And as you can notice, they've got this little keyhole on the top. And what that means is no matter how much we remove of any of these products, see, I could just keep pulling diamonds out of here. I actually think I've got way too many diamonds to fill up my inventory with. Should have probably picked a different block. Oh no. We're finally out of diamonds. And there's no more diamonds in the system. If I go here, there shouldn't be any diamonds in the system. But there is this 65. Okay, let's remove them. They're probably stored in something else. They probably weren't stored in this storage drawer. But yeah, so there's no diamonds in the system now. But it's still showing that there's diamonds here. And that's because this is locked. We lock this using a key. But we'll get into that in a minute. But I just wanted to kind of show that off. But these are storage drawers. And these will, if you shift and right click, you can put upgrades in them. As you can see, some of these I've got upgrades already in them. Plenty and plenty of upgrades. In quite a lot of these. And that'll allow us to store more. Not as much as a deep storage unit, but still a considerable amount. Enough that we will not have to worry for a while about it. And anything that stores past what we need, we could put an upgrade in here that just destroys the items once it reaches a certain amount. Which is a good idea, but I like to kind of hoard my items. I'm a bit of a hoarder. Don't like that. So I might put that on a bow one if we've got bows addicts. I don't ever think I'll need that many bows and stuff like that. But for now, I want to hook up this to the ME system. And you remember with the deep storage units how we needed one of them storage buses for each individual one? Well, these drawers all connect to this thing here. This is a drawer controller. And we only need to put the storage bus on the drawer controller. So, let's have a little look at these and let's see if we can make up. Drawer controller, which is, that's a controller slave. To be honest, I'm not entirely certain what the slave does. Drawer controller. Cool. I'm going to need another comparator. That shouldn't be too difficult. There we go. And now I'm going to need some cables and some storage bus. I will take some cable anchors just to be on the safe side. We can get rid of all of this. And now what I need is a storage bus. Which I don't have any of. I'm going to have to make up a couple. And what you bet that I don't have the required stuff to make two. Oh, I actually do. And I only need two. Okay. And then what we need is drawers. And we'll just... we'll go with the dark oak. We'll just go with a stack here. And these compacting drawers will take a stack off as well. And we'll also take the key. So I can show you a little bit more about how these work. So, let's head all the way over to our storage hut over here. I kind of like that this kingdom's coming together. It's starting to really expand some. So I'm really kind of happy with that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this drawer controller and I'm going to pop it here. And then all the way over here, we're going to also pop it here. I may add more lights in because it is rather dark. So maybe that's something I'll do. We could move that one here so it was in the center, but actually that center is off. Because that's up against this wall. Unless the hole's here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aha! It's because there's only 4 here. That's why this is off. But it doesn't make a difference. So, once we've got these drawer controllers, we can add any drawers we want. We can add compacting drawers. And we can go up to 25 in any direction, I believe. So, I'm just going to bring this, I think, just to here for now. And how many did we go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we've got 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I'm going to add 2 sets of compacting drawers, I think. Only on this side, though. And I think I might keep this side for compacting drawers, actually. Because there's a lot of things that we can compact, like, for example, cobblestone. We can compact cobblestone. We can compact all sorts of different things. And over this side, where did my controller go? Here it is. I'm going to just put some regular drawers. We can store just regular things in here. So, there we go. I didn't even count these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, I'm good at it. 12. Which is exactly how many we want. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go 4 up with these. Now you have to place these looking at a block. If you place it looking at the side of the block, it'll place it so the front of the drawer is facing the side. So let's just quickly get these in place. I find it easier to do it like this, actually. Just moving it across. And in other news, one thing that I just like to touch on. Oh, we've frozen. Yep, give me them. Is there a bit of resolution to something that has been bugging me? So, as I've spoken about, I don't know if I've actually spoken about it on this channel or not. But I had something stolen from me recently, and they found the person, and it has now been dealt with, which is good. The person who stole it now has a criminal record. They've been interviewed under caution, and they have until the end of the month to basically pay me back for the item. So that's good. Okay, so before we actually get to the ME part of this, I just want to show you something. You can right click here to lock the drawer, and it won't try and put anything in the drawer if it's locked. Then you can put something in the drawer, and then it'll start to put things in it. And you know, we want to do this for all of them. But that can be kind of time consuming. So all we need to do is literally right click the drawer controller and it will lock all the drawers. And this can be done over here as well. Boom. There we go. So now we're going to hook up this to the ME system. Which again, I don't think I've actually shown you down here. As you can see, these don't have lines on them because these aren't hooked up to anything yet. These are the ones that don't have towers yet. These ones are hooked up. And you can see how I've done this. So now what I need to do is I need to bring this drawer controller down here and somehow hook this up. And I want a storage bus, which is going to be a pain to... Oh. There we go. We got it. We got it. Easy enough. Easy enough. Give me that. Oh, jeez. Now look at that. You're making me break the floor. So, somehow I need to run this around. I need to figure out where exactly I want to run this from. I think probably running it across here might be the beneficial way. And this is only going to use one channel, so we're lucky in that regard. We don't need to use a separate channel for all of the storage drawers. We only need to use the one, which is good. Now what we need to do is we need to bring this across and make it line up. There we go. Perfect. And that's linked up that storage drawer. Now all we need to do is link up this storage drawer. So it's actually going to be a little easier to place because we can stand on there. Now I can get confused and just get lost. Again, I think I want to bring this out, but we don't want this to attach, so it's a good job that I brought a cable anchor. I think all I'm going to do though is put a cable anchor there and then just bring it across like so. And I think that's where I'm going to leave this storage house. I'm happy with the way that it's gone. We've made it modular, so I can actually add to it. And I'm thinking that some of those places where we haven't added deep storage units, we could add barrels and drums and stuff to store gases and liquids, because we haven't actually talked about storing liquids yet. So it's definitely something that we'll be looking into in the near future, because we will be making them. But I want to start giving a teaser of what I think I'm going to do in the next episode, so you guys have a bit of an idea. Because now we've got this storage unit up and running, I can actually begin to properly store things in it, which means we can start working on some farms. And I think one of the first farms that I want to do is a skeleton farm, and make stuff like the bone block, bone meal, bones. Just start generating the stuff that we would generate within the skeleton farm. And for that, I think we're going to work on this bit here. I've been working out some ideas, but it's actually turning out to be a little bit bigger than what I thought. I've actually had a really cool idea utilizing this. What about if we were to have this as like a actual farm? Well, this was going to be the rose farm, wasn't it? Yes. Because we could have both of these and then have have a little gangway going between them, and having this as, yeah, and then this could be the fire. Oh, I've got good ideas. I've got good ideas. We're gonna have these two buildings linked by a little oval arch here, and all these are gonna be literally gonna be the killing pods for the skeleton farm. Oh, I've got good ideas. Yeah, we probably put 3 in there. I think 3. Maybe 3. But yeah. Anyway, I think that's going to call it for this episode, guys. So, if you've enjoyed the video, please do consider leaving a like. It really helps out the channel. I really do appreciate it. So please do leave that like. And click subscribe if you want to see more from me. Guys, I'm KC. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.